Bitcoin dump action. It's not actually a dump, it's a dip. Let me out of here! This is a job for Bitcoin, man! You're in there for a reason. You're supposed to keep your emotions in a drawer. It's a job for Bitcoin, man! Let me at them kitty cats! You know why you're in there, Bitcoin, man. This is a job for Bitcoin, man! Let me out of here! Kitty cat! Kitty cat! This is a job for Bitcoin, man! Panic! Panic sell! Panic! Panic sell! You're supposed to panic sell! Dude. It's scary! Scary! Bitcoin's scary! I'm Bitcoin, man! I can't stay in the center of the camera, but I'm Bitcoin, man! Panic sell! So with Bitcoin, if you ever get the temptation to sell, to panic sell, when something like that happens, that's generally when you're going to want to buy. I've been looking around to see what's going on because it broke my double line of resistance I was so happy with. But let me go to the 4-hour chart. Show the whole bull run here. This whole bull run that we're on, 2021. Right there. Stop, cat. Stop it. Go away. I didn't think it would do it, but it did it. My mind doesn't change. It's scary to watch that, particularly if you're on a smartphone, I suppose. I don't use my smartphone to do this kind of stuff. This is nothing to be worried about. But one thing I picked up that had never really dawned on me is a lot of people on their smartphones, they're on little tiny screens and they're zoomed in, right? So I've never done it on a smartphone, so I wasn't aware of this, but you can't really zoom out on a smartphone. So if you're looking at that right there, that might be really scary if you bought in at 59, 60,000. If you bought the top back here, you know, if you were chasing the 61,000 all-time high, you know, and you watch this go down in just a matter of hours, you know, that's $3,000, you know. But yeah, don't get scared. There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. There's some people saying that there was a Facebook hack and it might have been related to that. It's kind of a little hard to believe, but maybe people got scared and because their information was given away, maybe they sold their Bitcoin and went back to dollars. I don't know exactly what's going on in there, but what I think is probably more likely is this is just price suppression. Basically, maybe a crime. That's just like I was saying in the videos in the recent past, that this isn't average Joe and Joanna in this market anymore. This is Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, and the financial elite are moving into this market because they're late and they're not happy about being late. So they don't play by rules. They just do whatever they want. So I mean, I don't know. It's just I would be more inclined to say it's just price suppression. They want to hold the price down, and they're accumulating all through here. Would be the more likely scenario. 5%, 5.5%. I mean, if you can't handle a 5% dip, then you shouldn't be in Bitcoin. It's already coming. It's already come back up. It's already come back up almost 2%. So, you know, my mind's not changing. It's gonna, you know, I mean, anyone could be wrong, but my mind personally is not changing. It's gonna get right back up here on top of the bottom line, and then Monday we'll be back up here on top of the top line. And my expectations are dampened a little. I'm calling maybe 68, 69,000 top in April. Although I want to point out this real quick. If you go back and look, there's almost the exact same situation. We're trying to get through 60,000 right now, right? Which is an all-time high, 61,000, 62,000. And back here in late 2020, the previous all-time high was 20,000, and November 17th, they got up to 18,005. A couple days later, 19,000. A couple days later, oh, you know, it's trying to bust through 20,000 starting the 17th. Previous all-time highs. It's very similar. See, and there's a dumpage, pumpage back up, and all the way for an entire month, all the way to December 16th, an entire month. Check that out. And finally, when it busted through 20,000, went up to 23 in just a matter of a day. And then after that, a month later, it was at 42,000. So in the next, no, that's not even, that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, went from 19,500, give or take. 3 weeks later, December 16th to January 8th, about 3 weeks, 41,000. So it doubled. So the interesting thing with that would be, from the previous all-time high, I was just checking this out, it's kind of interesting stuff. March 13th, a month from the all-time high. It doesn't really match up perfect, but since we've been struggling with this level, this general area, March 14th, what would a full month be? April 14th. What's April 14th? Oh, that's April 10th. What's April 14th? Coinbase IPO on the NASDAQ into the big market. So that might really add some extra oomph. The timeline of trying to break through this general area. I mean, 58,000 back here, the previous all-time high, is basically the same area we've been in since February 21st. 58,000, 59,000. March 11th, 61, just under 62,000. And we've just been trying to break it this whole time. We just can't do it. And I still like my support line a lot. My double little support line. Still like it a lot. Let's go to the hour chart. Hi, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised. By Monday, we're back up in here. And I'm thinking maybe 68, 69,000 is the top for April. But you never know. That Coinbase IPO could definitely add a little oomph in there. Don't be this guy. I published this video last week. Don't be the guy with the Bitcoin panic seller t-shirt. I'll show this if you haven't seen it real quick.
This Bitcoin, it's going up a long ways. Nah, it's going up for a long time.
Don't be this guy.
No. Oh. Please, don't.
Don't be that guy. Hey, that's my buddy. That's why I learned to panic sell. Panic sell. I'm a professional panic seller. Maybe my little support line here is actually gonna be resistance for a couple days. Who knows for sure? But how about I get the camera centered up? Who knows for sure? But it's gonna be in this ballpark. It's just, I expect it to get back up in here, and looking for a mid-April pump, most likely. I don't know how big it'll be, but I'm still 70,000. I think 70,000 is probably going to be resistance, similar to 60,000. Lots of people are still saying, you know, we could go to 90,000 this month, and 80,000, and 77,000. But it just feels like to me that the big players want to keep the price down for as long as possible, because they buy over the counter market. They don't buy. Generally, they won't buy on this market. They might sell. They might be selling here. Some of this happen, but then they turn around and they buy on the over-the-counter market that does not affect this price, this chart. See what I'm saying? So I don't know their tricks. Obviously, no one does, or else they'd probably be in jail. Is most likely the truth. Now I don't know if that's exactly what's going on here, but you know, they could buy on the over-the-counter market if you wonder how that might happen, or over-the-counter market where it doesn't affect the price they buy. but then they might sell something in here enough to scare people and create these little, there's probably panic sell off in there, I would imagine. It's like people on their smartphones, like I was saying, they might get scared and sell here, and then when it gets back up here, they feel safe again, so they buy. So it's a psychological effect built into humans. It's just how we are. You got to stop doing that. Don't buy in here and then get scared and sell down here, and then when it comes back up, buy in again. You want to flip-flop your mind. When it goes down here, when you're scared, generally that's when you're gonna want to buy, because it's coming back up, right? This is Bitcoin. It is most likely going to $200,000, $300,000 this year. Keep that in mind. We might have a peak. We might have a big comeback. But, you know, August, September, we're probably going to be up 200, 300,000. Keep that in mind. Don't go big leverage. I've been nibbling. I've been buying in little increments all the way down through here. Just want to show you real quick before I end the video. All from that purple line there, 59,000 all the way down to 57,300. There's some 56,000s in there. It's not perfect, but as you can see, some of them are turning green already. And that's just how I do it. I'm not telling anyone to do it. I use extremely low leverage, but this is why this stuff is probably gonna get worse. That's why I wouldn't recommend anyone go high leverage, because you could have got washed out in there. And that's what these markets do. They scare the death out of people. So anyways, just if you do use leverage, use like less than 1 times leverage, and maybe 0.5 leverage, or just invest. If you just invest, there's nothing that the big people can do. So I flip-flop my thinking. So it's market manipulation, right? Most likely it's price suppression, so the big players can buy in at a cheaper price, under 60,000. So I'm just following them. I said this a few months ago. Flip-flop your thinking and do what they do. Don't think, oh, this is just awful and terrible. Oh, it's just terrible. Oh, complain. Oh, terrible. No, do what they do. They're buying right now. They're accumulating Bitcoin through here. So do what they do. Be a little fish and follow the whales. Or swallow. I don't think little fish can swallow the whale, but you can follow the whale. That's what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. Just a dude on YouTube. So I recommend educate yourself, make your own decisions. But if anyone out there is watching, you gotta stop buying high and selling low, and then buying back in high. You gotta stop doing that. You have to. So hopefully you bought in down here. You know, buying these little dips. If you did buy up here, just hold on to it. Don't sell down here, and then wait for it to come back up. So we're psychologically designed. That's how these markets take people's money. We're designed to buy when everything's great and green and rosy, and you know, everything's green and great and yay, and then oh no, panic, sell, and then everything's great again. Oh, buy, oh, dip, oh, sell, goes up, buy, goes down, sell, up, buy, down, sell. It's hard to do. But you gotta do it. Either do it or don't invest your money. You know, Bitcoin's a volatile little guy, but it's going up. It's going up a lot this year. So hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Panic sell. I like to panic. I'm a professional panic seller.